spite of this general tendency to play safe, there were brands that completely stood out of the fur because of this. They had the good to do something different. And the first one is this brand that is from Spain. And instead of building a typical, pretty living room booth, they created a concept that was called the Experimentarium. And it was a declaration against cultural flattening. What does it mean? So today algorithms decide what's the best part, what we like, what we should do, and the predictable, the comfortable, the one that gets the like. But when everything is forced to be just like it, creations become kind of identical and boring. And they wanted to remind us that, all human advancement, scientific or cultural, was never born out of comfort, because progress happens when you step into the unknown and you try something different. So how this translated into the space, that is what we are interested in now to observe. They built contrast. They worked, so on one side you walk it into, you look at like working into a cold laboratory space. So you see this space that is very gray and not warm at all. And there were some unexpected pop of colors from the products, and also there were toys and objects lived here and there on the tables to force people to touch, to play, and to interact with things and to do stuff. And to reinforce this narrative, we were working around with these white lab coats. This is a photo that I took of them, and reminding, to everyone that, okay, design is serious, but doesn't have to be boring, and rigor can go together with irony as well. And but I think that the really must-see was the orange room behind the space that was really completely monochromatic and immersive volume. There was this vibrant signal orange on absolutely everything. It was on the walls, on the ceiling, the floor. And, what was interesting was one big idea, one clear concept executed well. And here we also need to stop and to say something else, that Sancal is a brand that today operates mainly in the contract and in the hospitality. So obviously, if you are selling a sofa to a private residential client, you might need now to be more predictable and comforting and talking another language, because, they are super afraid, we know our clients are, to getting tired of such brightness. But if you're designing kind of a boutique hotel or a creative co-working space or a hand, retail lounge, you don't want it to play familiar. You want a destination. You want something that is identity-driven, that makes people say, wow, I need to go there. What Stanka did here by bringing in toys, by, putting interactive objects on the table and forcing people to touch, to play, to break the rules and do something in the space. I think that is exactly the language that is needed today, to make spaces that become tool for people to interact again, whether it is with something, with an object, and with another person, because that object can become the medium also for interacting again with people.